Well, I see Craig's not there. How's he doing? He's struggling, of course, and his wife is struggling. As Oak Island goes around and around, important issues come up. Why is Craig Tester not there? What is his recent job? So why did he leave the big hit show? The answers to these questions might give us new and interesting information about Oak Island's secrets. We will look at Craig Tester's life from the beginning of the treasure hunt to the events that caused him to leave. His marriage problems and leaving are all secrets at Oak Island. Are we going to learn something new? Are there any lies in Tester? On January 6, 2014, the History Channel aired a new interesting show about a puzzle and people looking for money on Oak Island. Rick and Marty Lagina, brothers from Kingsford, Michigan, are shown on the show as they try to find Oak Island's magical wealth. The show has gained devoted fans and turned into a cultural phenomenon over time. Fans can't wait for Oak Island's shocks. A lot of people helped the Lagina brothers search. These guys were very important and fought hard for the cause. People named Craig Tester, Jack Begley, Dan Henske, Charles Barkhouse, and Peter Fornetti. Dan and Dave Blankenship were also there. These people drove the curse of Oak Island. Craig Tester was an important part of the program, so his leaving was a surprise and not usual. The treasure hunt on Oak Island was brought back to life by the Lagina brothers, Tester and Kostova, with their shared knowledge, tools, and desire to find out what's hidden on the island. They would start a new era of finding that would build on what had been done before. Craig Tester is an important part of Oak Island's huge adventures. People on his team, including Rick and Marty Lagina and other well-known people, use him. His character is important in The Curse of Oak Island, which tells in detail how they searched for the island's secrets and riches. Craig Tester has made a big difference in the search for Oak Island's riches. We know a lot about technology because of him. The most important thing he did was use cutting-edge technology to look into Oak Island's strange basement buildings and features. Tester began as an important team member, and later became a co-star and director of The Curse of Oak Island. This shows how important he was to the exploration efforts, and how he shaped the story of the show. The story of Tester's rise from crew member to co-star and director adds an interesting twist to Oak Island's growing drama. For a long time, Oak Island has been a hit because of the unstable relationship between Craig Tester and the Lagina brothers. Fans can't wait for each new show. Craig Tester, from Glendale, California, used his tech skills, a college link, and his lifelong interest in treasure hunts to make a plan. He put in a lot of work at Delta Upsilon College and got his engineering degree. It was early in college when Marty Lagina met Tester. As they looked for fun, Lagina became a close friend and co-worker. Tester and Marty Lagina were lucky enough to share a college room and talk more deeply. Through several chats, they found that they both liked looking for money. They became lasting friends after high school because they had similar goals and aspirations. The plan for Craig Tester was to become a professional wrestler, but things didn't go as planned. Tester competed in wrestling matches, but he didn't make wrestling his full-time job. Even though he was different, he did well in oil because Tester was good with technology. They made money in the oil business with Marty Lagina. They needed to work in the oil business to make a living, and it paid well. The strong couple built an oil company that did well. Even though they were rich from oil, they liked treasure digging together. Tester and Lagina got back together on the exciting stage of The Curse of Oak Island. Craig Tester and Marty Lagina's business journey isn't just about making money on Oak Island. In Michigan, they started a company called Heritage Sustainable Energy that makes wind turbines. Soon, it was making more wind turbines than any other company in the state. Craig's work with Heritage Sustainable Energy shows how good an engineer he is and how much he cares about using environmentally friendly business practices. For Craig Tester, this mysterious Nova Scotia piece is his because he owns a piece of Oak Island. This dual ownership comes with a promise to find out what's going on at Oak Island and a financial investment. Terra Energy is an oil company that Craig and Marty started. The company made more than $3 billion in oil and other resources, which shows that Craig Tester was a smart investor. Craig Tester is now worth more money because Terra Energy owns Oak Island Tours Inc. and Heritage Sustainable Energy, along with many other things. His role in The Curse of Oak Island makes him richer. Craig Tester's $5 million net worth shows how successful he is in the entertainment business and with money. It looks like Craig Tester made history better, but more people might not know about it. Craig Tester is relied on by the software to tell the team where they can dig safely. This keeps crashes and other problems from happening. Some fans already know his knowledge is very important for planning the treasure hunt and carefully looking for hidden wealth. But there was an interesting part of the show where Craig Tester lost his temper, which made him talk too much. For some viewers, this part of the show was more interesting because it showed how hard it was for the team to deal with Oak Island's unknowns. Surprisingly, some people who watch the show have decent ideas. People think that Oak Island has more than just old things and money. Fans of Shakespeare think that rare First Folio texts could be buried under the island. Oak Island might have literary and cultural treasures that no one expects to find. The prize hunt is now stranger and more interesting because of this. In Season 5, the treasure hunters on Oak Island found something that fans and the group liked. The team thought this was strange, so they brought it back to land to study it in the lab. Later, the test showed that the material was leather with a piece that looked like paper. The staff was happy when they saw that it looked like a notebook cover. The research was more exciting when they found a real souvenir like old papers or a notebook. Craig Tester, who was known for being cool and fair, had a crazy idea that shocked his fans and coworkers. Craig thought the leather object might have something to do with William Shakespeare, so he thought about making a notebook cover with a Shakespeare theme. Many people were surprised by Shakespeare's argument because it didn't go as planned. Craig Tester's strange idea was possible, but it surprised and interested everyone in the room. The riddle of Oak Island is made more interesting by the fact that the treasure hunt might find links to Shakespeare and other famous writers.